Yeah, if I'm a big fucking sniffly pile of shit, it's the hay fever. There's a disclaimer right off the bat. I'm very fucking full of stuff.
Yeah, you sound full of things.
Yeah, just gunk, mate. It's not very nice. It's really bad this year.
See, I've never had hay fever, so to me it seems like such a weakness to be allergic to grass.
But honestly, I've had it forever. But even people that have never had it and kind of ridiculed me for having it in the past, this year they've been fucking done in by it. So it's like this year's a real crippler.
Right. Well, I'm sorry that you're having to go through that.
You know what? I appreciate that. That's enough. You know.
It's kind of like dandruff, I guess, because like I've got dandruff, and it's basically you're allergic to your own head.
Yeah, I suppose.
I've never been able to shift it, really.
Anytime you go outside, it just fucking does you in. It just makes you want to stay. It's like everything's shit then. It's like summer shit, winter shit, like everything's shit. When's the good bit? When do I get like just a normal time?
That's it.
I suppose
life just gets exponentially worse and sadder.
Oh, it feels that way, doesn't it? It really does feel that way.
It's true. Because like the longer you're about, the more people you know die, and then you're just sad all the time.
Yeah, man.
I reckon. I don't know how anyone does it.
I've started to really worry about that, you know.
People dying, friends dying.
Yeah, because the wedding's coming up, like we're under a year from the wedding, I've just started having really horrible thoughts about what if they don't make it.
Yeah.
Because now there's something really big in the bank. Like in the bank, that's not the expression, but coming up. Do you know what I mean? Like I want everyone that I know and love to at least make that.
Yeah.
And then after that, I'll go, well, they had that nice thing.
My granddad turned 90 recently.
90? Fucking
before his birthday, we one day went into...
Is this pig valve, granddad?
That's the one.
Yeah.
That's the one. And when he got the pig valve, the doctor said, I've given you 10 extra years of life. And that's the 10 years. So now he thinks it's done. He told the doctor, and they were like, no, it's at least, like, you might do another 10. And he went, I don't know about that.
I don't want it.
Yeah. But he said to my gran about... There you go.
So I tried to move away.
Yeah.
For the videos, I tried, but I can't.
He said to my nan, maybe 4 or 5 days before his birthday, I don't think I'm going to make it today. And my nan phoned my mum and said, your papa thinks he's not going to make it today.
Christ.
And my mum went, where's he going? And she went, he thinks he's dying.
Oh my fucking, that was the worst time to ever take a sip ever.
Yeah.
Where's he going? Oh, where's he off?
Where's he off to?
Is he about to have a little trip? Yeah, I can drive him.
I think what happened was my nan had COVID at the time. I think he also had COVID. He was testing negative.
Right.
But I think he had it and he just felt like shit
just
from
went,
COVID.
This is it. This is me.
Yeah.
Because as well, with no real evidence that's quite a scary thing just to declare, isn't it? I reckon I'm on the way
here. My mum
here.
told them off because she went and he was fine. Like she arrived at their house and he's just sat watching his iPad and she's like, so what's going on? And he was like, yeah, I felt bad, but I'm a bit better now.
Yeah.
And then she went up to Costco and she was like, do you want me to get anything? He went, well, since I'm going to make it, I'll maybe have a piece of pizza.
Oh,
and she was
I fucking love this guy.
Yeah.
I really love this guy. Just like...
So yeah, my mum told them off and was like, don't say to people I'm dying because that's not fair.
And it makes people really sad.
Yeah.
And especially if you don't know something. If you know something, maybe prepare people for it. That might be quite a kind thing to do.
Yeah.
But if you're just fucking getting people all depressed on a hunch, not ideal, Grandad. No. Not ideal.
No,
so yeah, I've just started thinking about it. I've really started like having dreams, nightmares, I guess. About what if they die before? That'd be horrible.
Who would you be most sad about if they died?
Ailey's mum.
You'd be most sad about that?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Ailey. I reckon you'd be more sad if your fiance didn't make the wedding.
You're correct.
Yeah.
Because then there wouldn't be one, would there?
Exactly.
And that would put a bit of a shitter on the day, especially if I went ahead with it. Imagine that.
Yeah.
No, you're right. You're right. It would be Ailey would be the.
I think that's
the winner
top.
there.
And then second would be...
Well, like, obviously my own mum and dad, but, like, I'm not...
Yeah.
It sounds horrible, but I'm not as worried about them.
But they are older as well. I'm thinking, like, what would be a tragedy? Like, if I died before your wedding, that would be very sad, obviously.
It would, mate, of course it would be. And I mean this with so much love, okay? I mean this with so much love. It would be... You definitely get a mention. and I'd say my fellow podcaster, the other G.
Yeah.
But like, your death wouldn't like derail the day. Do you know what I mean? Like the day would still happen. It would still happen.
It'd be such a tragedy. Like so unexpected. I'm in the prime of my life.
It would be very unexpected, and it would make me very sad. It would be very sad, but the day would still be great.
Yeah,
the day would happen. The day would happen. Of course.
What if it was like you're talking like 6 hours before I die in a car crash heading to the wedding?
You know what, mate? I'm gonna be honest with you because that's how much I respect you. I reckon I would still get married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose so. It'd just put a dampener.
Oh my god, I'd be fucking.
Yeah.
I'd be, a different guy. I'd be going around people telling stories of you.
Yeah.
I'd be sharing all your great tales.
He'd have hated all this. Such a fuss.
Yeah.
He hated a fuss, didn't he?
I was trying to make a list for people that I want to go on my stag do.
Yeah.
And I would like you on my stag do. Would you come to my stag do?
I'd be fucking offended if I hadn't made the list. Frankly.
Here's a question, and this is definitely a bad thing to be doing publicly, but fuck it, I don't think he listens. Because a couple of, like for example, now this should definitely be off pod. What am I doing, man? Liam with me. Do you think I should invite Liam? Even though it's the sort of thing that I'd be putting him in an environment that he might not necessarily like, but I should still invite him, right?
So, for context, our friend Liam is a recovering alcoholic.
Yes, he's sober 7 years recently.
Yeah,
Massive effort.
Yeah, he's done brilliant. I think, like you can invite him, and then like he maybe will say to you, "I don't think that's really my thing,"
and then I'll
maybe feel
you're
awkward.
A fucking piece of shit for turning me down.
Because the thing with the stag do is
guilt tripping.
You can't really get away from the stag.
Yeah.
Like if he's in a situation where like people are sitting around having drinks, which he is a lot of the time, he can take himself out of that very easily. Yeah. But on a stag do,
you're away, especially if you're away like on a lodge or whatever.
It's harder to remove yourself from it, so he might feel weird about it.
Exactly.
But that would be a conversation you have with him.
Yeah, true.
I wouldn't want to speak on his behalf.
True. Although you just have, and I think you've nailed it.
Yeah.
I think you're right. But it was just one of those things I was like, I don't want to... Is the invite rude? Is it? Should it be like, would he go, well, come on, Mutch, you don't put me in a position to turn you down
to
here?
Invite somebody that, like, that's
to
so
the wedding.
left field, like, that you're like, why are they here?
Yeah.
Like, they're like, I'm really flattered, but I didn't know that we were that close.
No, you've almost got it right.
Right.
I want to invite someone that's so left field, but not left field enough that they'd be like, why am I here? They still have to be like, this makes total sense.
Yeah.
So it would be so that everyone else is like, why the fuck are they there? But they themselves are like, I'm so happy you invited me to your special day. So they're oblivious.
Yeah,
but everyone else is aware. And I think I've nailed it.
Like if you invited Dermot O'Leary.
Dermot O'Leary would be, why the fuck would Dermot O'Leary be there?
That would be crazy.
Yeah, that would be a bit
If he showed up, that would be even crazier. It's 80 quid a plate, Dermot. Mind your neck in.
That's no money for
O'Leary's
Leary's got 80 quid wedding.
Yeah, but
money.
you're paying for it, is what I mean.
That is true. You're right, actually. Yeah.
And he's coming in going, yeah, I'll have that.
I actually, again, that's...
I invited you as a joke, mate.
There's so many things there's still to do, and food is one. And every option I've looked at, I've went, Jesus Christ!
Yeah, it's never going to be cheap, mate.
I want it to be £1 a head.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
So if you could find, if anyone out there...
You can't even get McDonald's for £1 a head, mate.
Well, everyone get a cheeseburger.
Yeah, it's like $1.29 now.
Is it?
I think so, yeah.
Fucking hell.
It's inflating.
That's when you know everything's fucked. If a 99p cheeseburger is now $1.29.
Everyone gets 4 Freddos for your wedding.
I know. Well, that's what a quid will get you probably now.
Yeah.
It's all just gross. But I'm very excited for the
So I'm thinking that now that it's probably not going to be a free bar at your wedding then?
No.
Yeah, not coming. So thanks for the invite, but no thank you.
Me and Withnail, thank you, but no.
Yeah.
RSVP, no.
Sort of the same reason, but also different.
Yeah.
Do not want to come, thank you.
But yeah, in other news, my cat pissed in the toilet last week.
Yeah! Fuck, we forgot about this. So, set the scene for everyone.
It was the most weird experience I have ever had. So me and Ailey were in bed, and we heard this like scuffle, and we heard this like just noise.
Skerfuffle.
Word of the day. That and the other
I think the word is kerfuffle and scuffle.
I've never heard.
You've combined them both.
Scuffle.
Sure.
It's a scuffle going on.
Bit of a scuffle.
What's that scuffle you hear? Right? See, I've used it in a sentence, so it must be true. We hear a kerfuffle.
Bit of a strammy mash.
bit of a stramash just outside the bedroom.
That's a real word you've used.
Yeah.
I was doing
the pub. We hear a bit of a noise outside, and Ailey goes to check.
What's
what
the
it
noise?
is.
Give us a think of it.
It sounds like. Kind of like, no, that was nothing. That was nothing like it. I just had, that's the only implement I had was a table.
Just a little tap of the table. Because I think that would not be enough to get me out of bed.
It sounded like a cat jumping, or like, if anyone that has cats, like when a cat scratches the side of a litter tray sort of noise. Yeah. Kind of like that. But louder.
Yeah.
So Ailey was like, but it was just like, it happened a few times back to back. So Ailey jumps up and goes to check what it is. And she's like stood just like outside the bedroom door so I can see her staring into the bathroom, and she's like eyes wide open like oh my fucking god. And I'm like, what is it? And she was like, I honestly don't know how to say this so that you'll believe me. You have to see this yourself.
Yeah.
So then I jump up, which I resented her for because I was in bed going, oh god, all comfy, making me get up. This better be good. And then what I saw, and I'll put this in now for the video, so if you are listening to this on audio, jump over to YouTube just for this because it'll be worth it. I see my cat, front two paws on one side of the toilet, back two legs on the other side of the toilet. Just like, it's like hunched over the toilet, leg up, and just starts to fucking piss
into the toilet.
Into the toilet. And honestly, everyone I've showed this to has been like, wow, what a amazing thing.
I think it is an amazing thing.
I hated it.
I'd lose my mind.
I fucking hated it. I couldn't look at him for the same for a bit.
Why?
He's not a cat to me anymore. He is not a cat to me now.
What is he to you now?
He's a little dude. He's a little man. He's a little guy.
But
you've
encouraged all that behaviour of wanting him to be a little dude, a little man, a little guy.
You're totally right.
Because you've got a T-shirt with him fist bumping you, calling you father.
Best cat dad ever.
Yeah, and now you're upset that he's like, you are my dad.
It was too human, and I didn't like it. Because
And for somebody that thinks everything's the Matrix, that must have wrecked your fucking head.
You're not wrong. Because there's so many little moments. I have this as well. I've told myself that this is definitely weird, and I know I'm wrong, but this is my platform to say all the weird shit that I have. Sometimes, this is fucking mental, and I know it is.
Okay.
But sometimes I genuinely do. If, like, me or Ailey are, like, naked in the bedroom, and the cat's looking at us, I look at him, especially now, after he's done that, I look at him and I'm like, stop looking at my fucking fiance's tits. That's actually, like, it's like, maybe like if you were doing it, I'd be like, whoa, look away.
You would be equally offended at me and the cat looking at your fiance's tits, is what you're saying?
I said going in, I knew it was mental. I did say that.
Yeah.
But do you know what I mean? No, of course you don't.
No, I don't know what you mean.
But, like, it's just so weird. Like, don't look away, man. Stop looking. You're not a cat now.
Do you ever watch your cat lick its asshole?
Well, I have observed it. Of course, I have.
Well, that's the cat's now defense. I've observed you getting changed. Yeah. I don't know, like, you know.
True, but it seems far more seedy.
Unless you come home and the cat is fucking your fiance, then I'd maybe go, right, well, that's cause for concern, actually.
Bit far, actually, mate. Bit far.
And this is all stemmed from it just having a piss in the toilet.
Yeah, too human, though. That's too human. I see it now as a human thing.
Well, what's happened there? And here's the thing that annoyed me about it. Because I thought it was great. And I was excited.
Most people did.
But the amount of people that when you showed them it.
This did piss me off as well.
They went, oh yeah, my cat used to do that. And I'm like, you don't just get, let me have a thing.
Have a moment. Yeah. Let me have one moment,
yeah, cats do that all the time. And I suppose what's happened there is the cat's probably seen you piss in the toilet, or seen anybody piss, and then smells that in the toilet and knows what's going on.
I think that's exactly it.
Oh, that's where the waste goes.
Yep.
That's their litter tray.
I think that is 100% what's happened.
Yeah.
And that's just such a proper fucking, like, I do, like, after 2 hours of just looking at him different, going, nah, I'll never see you the same. I did go up to him and I was like, oh no, you're a little genius. Good for you, mate.
Yeah.
But he immediately ruined it.
20 minutes especially like as a self-confessed cat dad.
Yeah.
For your child now to be potty trained, that's really great. That's a big moment in parents' lives.
I did say that to Haley when it happened. I told Haley, went, see, when we're parents, we're going to piss this. We can accidentally
You're
potty
looking
train
at
a
your
cat.
kids after they first use the toilet like, I don't like it. It's like a little person.
You remind
now.
me of my cat now.
Yeah. And the cat was clever. The cat took your mother away from me, as you remember. They ran away. And now you're going to do the same. You're going to leave me.
You're going to leave me for my ex-wife.
God, Dad is mental.
Dad's
He's
mad.
lost it.
People used to listen to his ramblings on a podcast. It was entertainment to others.
Another man encouraged him to do the thing. He coaxed him into the madness.
Used to call him Uncle.
Yeah.
Man alive. I know. But then he ruined it 20 minutes later. So, like, that was the other thing, sorry, as well, before I go on to say what he did. People going, oh, my mum's neighbour's cat used to do this. It's like, well, it's still a fucking thing.
Yeah.
Ailey posted it in her family
Doesn't make it
chat.
less remarkable.
No, I know, exactly. Just because
like, if I went to the moon and you're like, well, fucking Neil Armstrong went to the moon. I'd be like, yeah, but I still went to the moon. That's pretty incredible.
Yeah, it still happened to me. Come on.
Yeah.
Like, that's such a fucking good analogy. all right, Buzz Aldrin did it, mate. Pipe down. That's great.
40 years ago. Yeah, all right.
That's the
I've also been there.
Moon,
man.
That's
pretty good.
It's not every day people cunts go to the moon.
Yeah. Well, I've no bunch.
Well, I'm not impressed. But yeah, so in Ailey's family's group chat, Jojo was on her way back from Glastonbury. And like, so we posted this. Everyone's losing their minds. Like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And Jojo's response was, oh, good tiddles. And then Finn went, how in the flying fuck is that your response?
Yeah, good tiddles.
And then everyone jumped on it going, shut the fuck up, Jojo. She was like, on her way home now from Glasgow. We're like, nobody cares, woman. There is a cat using the toilet. That was yesterday's news.
Good tiddles.
Yeah, oh, clever tiddles it was, yeah. Oh, clever tiddles. And then Finn, how the fuck is that your response?
Yeah. It's funny. That's like, yeah, it's very close to somebody just going, like, you sending that to, like, I don't know, your dad and him replying, okay.
Yeah, okay, full stop. Yeah.
The cat's using the toilet.
Special moment, ruined.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Like,
then,
did you not think stuff about it? Yeah, I thought it was wild. Yeah. But I mean, what do you respond to that?
So then, like, 20 to 30 minutes later, we're in the living room, still just, like, dissecting what's happened. And we hear the noise again.
Yeah.
And we both just look at each other like, oh shit, it's happening again. And we both run up, full of beans, excited.
Yeah, he's jerking it.
And there's just a shit next to the toilet.
Oh, close though.
Yeah, but not enough.
Close.
Yeah. But there's still a shit on the floor next to the toilet. And him just like, am I still a genius? And you're like, nah, you've really fucked it. You really fucked it.
Got close, but no cigar.
I think what it is he can't use the new litter tray. We got a new litter tray and it has a wee door. And I don't think he knows how to use the door.
What do you mean it's got a door? Is it not just a tray?
Well, yeah, that's the one we had before. And that stinks up the gaff. So there's now like, there's a little
You got to empty them quick.
Yeah.
Because cat shit's, my fucking God. It's putrid.
The piss as well. See when you miss shit and piss.
Yeah.
It goes out the whole flat. My eyes are fucking. I'm crying.
Yeah, very ammonia in it.
It's really bad.
So surely the toilet's perfect.
Oh, it would be. Although I was speaking to a comedian, fucking B Babylons yesterday, because she used to take her cat shit out the litter tray and put it in the toilet and then flush it. And someone came up to her and went, no, that's actually really bad. It's poisonous.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, surely
the
shit.
The litter, though. No, that's really bad to put into the
No, like, she was like, just the shit. I'd put the cat shit in the toilet and flush it. And people were like, you shouldn't be flushing cat shit down the toilet. It's bad.
All right. I didn't know that.
How it's shit. Anyway, fucking.
But they eat mice and stuff, I suppose.
Yeah. But we got like a new cat litter tray, which helps with the smell tremendously. It's got
like an alcove.
Yeah, it's like its own little building. It's like a little cat flap. And I don't think Caesar knows how to use it, the idiot.
It's great that he's went from a genius to an idiot.
He's smart enough to know how to piss in a human toilet, but not smart enough to know how to push with his paw.
Would you, like, I mean, because, like, a dog is never going to use a toilet. That's, like...
Never say never.
Well, yeah, that's true. But, like, it's going to be rare. They're not going to do it on their own accord. They drink out the toilet.
Yeah, for sure.
They've got actually all back to front.
Dogs are little fucking... morons, eh?
Yeah.
Like they're
dog.
They're so pally.
At no point am I looking at my dog going, fucking hell, he's a little dude.
Really?
Nah.
Not even when he's like licking like peanut butter off you or whatever.
What? What are you implying? I smother myself in peanut butter.
Not smother yourself, but like a bit on like your hand.
You think I cover myself head to toe? and peanut butter and run about while the dog chases
me. I do.
Well,
is that wrong?
I'm upset.
Am I wrong?
I'm upset how accurate you are.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Nailed it.
He's been very sick, Harris has.
Really?
Shit, and like it's bad like when you wake up the next day and there's a shit in the kitchen because he never does that.
Of course, yeah.
But it's
so
just he's not been able
like
to hold
upset stomach sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's been 4 days and there was a bit of blood, so we went vets today. 120 quid on food for the dog.
Christ.
It's so expensive.
Everything's fucked, innit?
Yeah.
Oh, because that's the thing. You care about them, and you have to do it.
I want them to do well.
You have to do it, but my God, you're allowed to also be fucking pissed off at the little cunts.
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe they'd be better if they were little dudes. They could contribute something. Get a paper round.
See, when I was younger though, like we never took our dogs to the vet ever. My mum just didn't do it. So if they were sick, they were just sick, and that was it. And then they got better, I guess.
Yeah.
But now I'm like, I can't not take the dog to the vet. He needs it. Because I said that to Laura. I was like, we never took the dogs to the vet growing up. And she went, well, do you want to be that? And I was like, no. No, obviously I care. But I'm just saying.
No, but you know what? Actually, I'm actually coming around. Don't back down on that. That's true. I remember my dog Glenn on Christmas Day. Yeah. We came downstairs. And we'd had like a big fucking, we'd had like a big fucking bar, like the Just Christmas edition Toblerone.
Oh yeah, like a yardstick,
yeah. Well, we had one of them, we had one of them to enjoy the next day. Gone, just bits of all that was left was little like the corner of the Obe and like tea, and then just little bits of tinfoil ever. He demolished the whole fucking thing.
And he's impressive.
And it really was, and he's just lying on his back on the couch like, I am fucking for sure dying. I am dying.
Yeah.
There's no way.
You said I'm not allowed any chocolate. I've had all of it.
No outcome in this. I live. I feel so bad. And genuinely, my dad and I just went, fuck, what the fuck are we going to do? It's Christmas Day. Walk it off. So we took him for this big fucking walk, and he did monster shits.
Yeah.
And we came back, and we enjoyed our Christmas, and he was fine. Nothing.
Yeah,
he didn't die.
My mum fed our dogs chocolate all the time growing up. And by the way, this is not an endorsement.
Do
not feed your dog chocolate.
It's totally cool.
I've spoke to vets before. I've got a couple of mates who are vets, and they've said it's so bad for their liver.
Oh yeah, for sure. But also,
I'm
there's
like,
a
cheers,
balance
dog.
there, isn't there?
Crack open a beer. I wouldn't want to do anything bad for my dog's liver.
There's a balance in there, I guess, is what I'm saying. Of like, you shouldn't necessarily just go straight to absolute panic and every little thing should be, let's go to the vet, because it is so fucking expensive.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10, as you said, I had a very similar experience. My dog ate a yard of Toblerone and we walked it off.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Like, that's just the most Right, walk it off, son.
Yeah.
Walk it off. A big walk. And he was grand. So it's like, but yeah, for 120 quid, that would sting.
It was fine.
It is what it is. It is what it is. You're going to do it.
I was thinking there, like, oh God, I'm not even going to say what I was thinking because it's made me feel a bit weird.
Oh, wow.
You know when you bite on fucking tinfoil?
Oh wow! Look at you.
Have you never done it?
No.
Oh mate, please don't ever do it. It's
I kind of want to do it now.
Should we get some tinfoil?
Yeah. Shall I go get some tinfoil?
Yeah.
I honestly reckon I'll be fine. See, I reckon I'll be fine.
Oh God, you won't. And
I reckon you're gonna be this.
Nah, you won't be. And there's people listening, screaming, "Don't do it! Like if you put a bit of tinfoil on your mouth, chew it."
What happens?
Oh my God, it's the worst.
What happened? Oh, look at you!
It's the worst. I can't hack it at all. It's the worst.
Oh wow! Look at you. This has absolutely done you in. Glasses off.
It's the worst.
He's sweating. He's like probably worried.
It's the worst.
Right,
and even like thinking, like I maybe done this when I was 16, 17.
Tinfoil.
So what, you're like 16 years previous to this, and it still haunts me. It's the worst.
See, I don't get any like sensory things like that. Nails on a chalkboard's fine to me.
It's very different.
I don't get any sensory stuff.
It is very different, mate.
Ailey has this with velvet.
I know a couple of people that don't like velvet, but again, that's
nothing on tinfoil.
It's not this.
What happened? So I'm just gonna bite it.
Oh God! Oh God! It's the worst. It's so painful.
It's not painful.
It is painful.
It cannot be painful.
Well,
to be fair, you're biting on a metal, I guess.
It's the worst. Like I can't.
I reckon I could get it into a wee ball, chew it down into a flat. I reckon I could.
Well,
easy.
we're going to do that.
Yeah.
We'll finish the episode.
Right, so
pause everything.
Yeah,
and then
that's
you're
a good
going to
idea.
do it.
That's a good idea.
And like, trigger warning for everyone. I'm sorry that I even brought this up because anyone that's done it will know how awful it is. It's the worst.
Am I going to be in pain?
You're not going to feel nice, and you'll go and spit out. You go, get it out.
Okay, I mean, I'm not really a betting man, but I don't think I will.
Well, this is great.
You're about to see a fall from grace.
Yeah, a huge fall.
You've built up yourself a little fucking rep of, because that is classic male shit.
So what I was thinking there was he's ate that tinfoil and all, and I was like, that's fine for a dog to do. A dog wouldn't bother them, but like a human to eat a whole Toblerone with the tinfoil must be like worse than torture, I reckon.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I reckon it would be like, it wouldn't taste nice. I'm not going to say like I'm going to swallow it and go yummy, yummy, yum.
Yeah.
But I don't think I would do all this shit.
Oh my god, it's the worst. It's the worst.
I mean, what would be the ultimate win is if I did it, and for me anyway, the ultimate win for me would be if I was chewing on it and I was kind of okay, and you were like, ugh, that would be the ultimate win for me.
I don't think I'll react too much for you chomping on it, but rethinking of the experience of it is really triggering.
So when did you eat some tinfoil?
Must have been in high school. Somebody said, try this, and I tried it, and I was like, It's like, when you bite on both your pinkies, then do that thing.
What?
So if you bite down on your two pinky fingers, like on the nail, for like 30 seconds, fairly hard, like quite hard, I'll time you.
It's already sore.
Yeah, so it's fine. Like it should hurt a little bit, but nothing too bad.
Okay.
We'll give you another, let's say, 10 to 15 seconds of that. Okay.
Yeah, it's quite sore already.
Yeah, it's sore. Right? So not so bad. Right, we'll give you. You know what? That's maybe an 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then put both your pinkies like that, and then pull apart.
Oh, you motherfucker! That's like an electric shock, man.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
Oh yeah. What's that about?
I think because you've got so much nerves under your fingernail that then you're basically aggravating.
It feels like an electric shock.
Yeah, it's awful.
It feels like a little fucking. Zzz.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't like that. Is that what the tinfoil thing's gonna be like?
It's except 10 times worse.
Oh well, then what are we doing? What are we doing?
I regret that I've talked you out of it.
No, I'll probably still do it.
You still try?
What I was gonna say was, and this is a segue into. What the next thing I was going to say was you were right. I fully enjoyed your Instagram Ask Me Anything yesterday. I loved that.
I thought I was going to hate that.
I loved it just because there was a couple of questions where I came up. That's obviously good for my little ego.
Yeah.
But the second one was, have you considered doing a live 2Gs? And yeah, obviously we would both be.
Yeah,
very open to that.
We would be totally open to that when the podcast is popular enough.
It is, man. We're there now. Let's get a Patreon on the go. Let's do live shows. Let's just fucking...
You want to do all that?
Let's make money.
Okay. Well, we'll try. We'll try.
Yeah, 100%.
We will look at doing a live show.
Well, we could get like a bunch of these tinfoil
I think it would be Patreon first.
Yeah.
Then get a gauge for people, like, because... People who listen to this for free and then people who are then willing to pay for it are a very different bracket.
I think...
There's maybe 5 people out there who are like, we love this, we'll pay to watch it live.
Yeah.
And then they come and see it live and it's only those 5 people.
You know what? I reckon if we launched a Patreon, I think we'd get 100 Patreons in the first month.
That's crazy.
I think we would.
That's absolutely crazy.
Do you think?
That's bananas. It's so unrealistic.
In the first month?
Yeah, it won't happen.
I disagree.
What episode number are we on?
23, baby.
So 25. Yeah. We will then launch our Patreon. We'll start doing an extra episode every week.
Yes.
And we will see within a month.
Yeah.
I can't see that happening, mainly because we'll then be going into the fringe and the podcast will go to absolute fuck.
Oh, that's actually a good point.
Yeah.
That's a very good point.
Keeping this cash is probably the best way to do it.
Especially for this next little chapter we're about to go into, 100%. Well, then maybe September, October we roll out. We.
What would you do on a Patreon if we did one? Because you can't just do chat again. It's got to have some sort of hook.
You are right. I think we would maybe have to put out other sort of bonus content or ideas like clips from gigs, maybe.
Yes, well, we could do all that stuff, but I was more meaning for the actual content of the podcast. I had an idea for something that's totally gone. I was going to ask you about something.
Yeah, like a fan. Like a fan. Like a whole section, like a last segment of the podcast that's just for them that we record at the end of every episode.
Could use that box thing you've got that you're desperate
personal
to use.
questions. Yeah, there's some absolute doozies in there.
Let's do one right now.
Yes. Oh, I'm buzzing with that.
Yeah,
I'm so excited.
I thought you might be.
This is like a dad playing his son's new game at Christmas. I'm like, oh, come on.
So for the audio listeners, this is some sort of card game that Gareth has got called.
I got this shipped in from America.
Well, there you go, America.
They don't sell it over here.
Dreams.
They don't sell it over here.
It's called Extreme Personal Questions.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of cards on there, and some of the questions are pretty fucked up, I guess.
Yes. Well, they're all just incredibly personal. Some of them are fine.
Yeah.
And some of them are not fine.
Let me pick one out at random.
I was going to just give them a quick read. Yeah, no, you do it.
I'll just pick, this one here. How about that?
Rightio. Okay, so there's 2 questions on each card.
Okay.
So the game was going to be, I read out both, you have to answer one.
Sure.
What have you done? What have you done? I was reading it that quiet.
I know.
What have you done to make a body part of yours look bigger in tight clothing?
Oh.
Weird. What is the dumbest thing you've said to someone during or after sex? That's a fucking belter.
Actually,
that's a belter.
I like the first one more.
Have you done the first one?
Sort of. When I was 21,
amazing.
I was in pretty good shape.
Of.
I was like, because I was trying to join the Marines.
What?
And
how did I not know that about you?
Well, I never had a job, and I thought if I don't get a proper job before I'm 21, I'm going to join the Marines. So I was like training, like 6 days a week. I was at the gym doing stuff. And I was super fit.
Yeah, fair play.
And a bunch of my mates were as well.
Joining the Marines.
And there was one night we were going to the Cav on a Sunday. I was at my mate Walker's flat, and we decided to do weights before we went, so that we had
get a buff on.
Get the buff on, yeah. Because like after you do weights,
I got my pump on.
After you get after you do weights, you get a bit of a pump from it.
Yeah, of course.
So we did stuff, and we used to do it fairly often. Where we would like do weights, so we came out looking a bit more jacked than we were.
Yeah.
I remember one time being pissed, and he was a big lad. He could fucking bench.
Yeah.
And like it was in his hallway, and they were all pre-drinking in the kitchen. And I went to do the bench, did a couple of reps, and I was like, "Oh, you fucker, that's not bad." Like a match in Walker.
Yeah.
And then I think it was maybe rep 3.
Yeah.
And I was going for 6, which is normal.
Yeah.
Went for rep 3, and then it came down, and I couldn't get back up. And I was like, oh, this is how people die, actually.
Did you not have a spotter? I believe that's the...
No, because they were all in the kitchen. I just did it on my own accord.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is for sure.
And I was like, oh, fuck, right. And it was there. And I went, right, well, if it rolls onto my throat, then I'm fucked.
Yes.
So I started, like, rolling it down to my hip.
Yeah.
And I got to my hips, and I was like, right. And I was like, can I try and struggle out? And I was like, nah. So then I just had to shout through to the guy. I was like, Walker! Walker, help!
Walker, bit of a dilemma here, buddy.
Help me, I'm trapped. I'm trapped under your heavy weeds. And he came through and he was like, what are you doing? Why? That's so dangerous to do alone. And I was like, I know, I'm a bit drunk.
I've learned.
And he like lifts off me and I was like, don't tell anyone.
That's fucking amazing. I
don't know if he ever did tell anyone. I think he's a good mate. And I've now told everyone.
Yeah, belter. I can answer the other one then. What's the dumbest thing you've said to someone during or after sex? It wasn't sex because I was young, but I remember I was making out with this chick.
Cousin of mine.
Wowee. What's sad is that is a thing that's happened to me in my past.
Yeah.
Truth burn. No, I was kissing this girl on her boat.
Our boat?
Yeah.
Now, hang on. Are you using boat as like a slang term for a part of our body, or were you on a physical boat?
Wowee. 2 questions.
Have you mispronounced the word butt?
Question number 1. Where do you think I would mean a body part by boat? Would it be butt? Is that what you think I'm talking about?
Well, I guess maybe above.
We're on a literal boat. Right, Let's get out of this hellhole.
No, above the vagina.
Above the vagina is the boat.
And then, you know where the barnacles are, the piss.
Why would I be...
Because they're underwater.
Why would I be kissing a girl above the vagina?
Maybe working your way down there.
Working my way down. Making my way downtown. Something fast.
Got a barnacle here, love. I'll get that.
We're on a literal boat.
Right.
I shouldn't be saying... Why do I say these things?
I don't know. I think it's fine.
People listen, man. Anyway,
I don't think as many people listen as you think.
Yeah, clearly. And we were sharing a kiss, And
you were sharing a kiss.
And I was very...
You fucking debonair gentleman from the 20s.
I was very nervous.
Yeah.
And I was very excited about it all. And I remember we were just lying next to each other after.
On a boat?
Yeah, just in there, because we were
How big's this
going
boat?
to sleep. I mean, I think it slept 4.
Is it like a houseboat?
I guess you would call it like a houseboat, but
like a yacht.
It was a cool boat. They had money.
I bet if they had a boat.
Yeah, and so we were in like the below deck bit.
Oh yeah,
and it was all nice and cozy in there. It was fairly small.
Yeah.
And
how old were you again? Sorry.
18, 19.
Okay, I'll continue the level of horniness that I'm adding to this chat.
And because we were just lying next to each other, our noses were kind of like rubbing up against each other, and I went to say,
"You're like the fucking Lady and the Tramp."
Yeah. And I went to say, because I thought this would be a really smooth line.
Yeah.
I was like, this is how Eskimos kiss.
No.
But I couldn't even get that shit line right. Because what came out was, this is how this is how penguins kiss.
Right.
And she went, what? And I went, this is how penguins kiss. And she was like, do you mean Eskimos? And I went, sure do. I absolutely do. And then so that's probably the worst thing. It wasn't after sex or anything, because that was the end of that now.
You bigged that up so much. I thought
that's a fairly dumb thing to say.
It's a pretty dumb thing to say, but you were like, "Why am I saying this? I can't believe it! Oh my god, my boobs have fallen out. I can't. Oh,
is that
it's
not
so
fairly embarrassing? That's
it's,
fairly embarrassing.
It's quite embarrassing. It's not that bad.
Okay,
I think you can mix up Eskimos and penguins whenever you like.
Have I ever said anything worse? What's the dumbest thing you've said during or after sex? Have I said anything more dumb? That was one that just came straight to the bonds.
You've never went, oh, my goo's coming.
No.
Here comes the goo.
Here comes the goo.
I'm going, what? Like, this is how penguins goo on each other. You never said that?
Weirdly, I haven't.
Do you mean this is how Eskimos goo on each other?
I remember I made a girl a promise because I lost a bet when I was like in youth theatre.
Hello, podcast listeners. What happened there is
a boo-boo. A Mutchy boo-boo.
We thought we got to the end of the podcast.
Yeah.
And it made sense that would be the end, but somehow the recording said you've only done 36 minutes. And then we looked and it cut off. So you've missed a couple of golden stories.
Oh, genuinely, they will still be told. They will still be told.
We're not going to try and redo it now because
they'd be forced. It'd be so forced to be a horrific idea. However, we still will. See, it's kind of stopped again here now. What the fuck is going on? See, like that looks like it's still going. For the life of everything, that looks like it is still going. Yeah. But I think it's fucking, unless it is just behind this little bit.
What's it behind?
Yeah, no, it is actually. Yeah, no, it's just behind that little bit.
Oh.
God, again, another boo-boo. Right, hey, podcast guys, we fucked up again.
He says we.
Oh, it's all me, baby. It's all my fuck-ups. That would have been a good little window for me to have gone and got the tinfoil as well, actually.
Yeah, for
probably,
sure.
Probably should have done that.
But too bad now, too late.
Yeah.
We'll do it another time. Right, well, what do you want?
15 more minutes.
If that, I've got to go do a preview.
Yeah, if that.
For the Fringe.
I mean, wait.
We'll do like 10 minutes or something.
I mean, also as well, at this point, I think if we maybe just answered another fucking personal question, and also at this point, we are still chucking out the shit for free, baby. Let's not feel too bad if we shortchange them a bit.
We got a couple of stories out of that. You can pick a random one this time.
Right.
Let me ask first.
Yeah.
Let me read the questions.
I'm going to pick that one.
This one here.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what TV or movie star do you find to be sexy that likely the other players do not? I'm the other player. Right. Or, what is a recent dumb thing that you've said to a pet?
Oh, I don't think he's human anymore. That's a fairly rare one.
Yeah, I've covered that.
So yeah, I'll take a celebrity that I think is attractive that I don't think you will find attractive.
Yeah.
Do you? Do you find Hugh Jackman attractive?
What the fuck
of course
kind of...
You got eyes.
Yeah. What a terrible opening bid.
Okay. The Elephant
Do
Man.
you think £1 million is a lot of money? Or no? You don't find the Elephant Man attractive, because I also don't believe that. You've went from £1 million to 15 pence.
Okay, let me think, man. Let me think. Celebrity that I find attractive that I don't think Waugh will.
I'm trying to think of something dumb that I've maybe said to Harris as well lately.
It's such a great game.
Isn't it good fun?
The thing that is the problem, and I should have maybe pre-warned you about this, is the thinking time to get the funny answer.
Well,
leads to a lot of dead air.
Because he just straight away got an answer to your thing.
Yeah, that one's scuffed. That one's scuffed. So we pull a new card.
No. We'll stick with this.
We're playing.
A recent dumb thing that I've said to Harris. I speak to Harris constantly, non-stop. I think last night when I came in and he'd shat everywhere, like whatever, it was nearly 1 a.m.
Come on,
and
man.
I was like, what is that? What is there a fucking plane outside? What is that? Can you hear that?
Not very much on here, no.
Okay, good. There's the loudest car in the world outside.
When the Gus covered, we spent
I listened to those episodes.
Yeah.
It was not loud enough to
exactly. And it was way louder than that. Way louder. It was like, we were like, we need to stop doing the episode. And you couldn't even fucking hear it on the playback.
Yeah.
So that's fine. That little jet engine starting up is
crazy.
fine. Yeah. Well,
that's fucking crazy.
There's an industrial estate out there, isn't there?
Yeah, I suppose. What did I say to Harris? I play Pointless on the Alexa when I'm doing the dishes.
What?
So you know the game show Pointless?
I am aware.
I play a version of that's on the Alexa when I'm doing the dishes.
Oh, wow.
And today's one was all words ending in... It was words ending in IBE, words ending in...
Jibe. I've added a J.
Yeah, well done. Not bad.
Is that Pointless? Alexander?
And I said, I was like commentating to Harris, I'm going, this is a fucking good score here, mate.
Yeah.
I went with Diatribe for words.
Come on, that's pointless.
It wasn't. It was a 6.
Diatribe?
Yeah, I was upset
6
with
other losers like you have said diatribe.
Yeah.
Come on, people. How many people said jibe?
KLE was another one. You had to come up with them KLE words.
The end in KLE?
Yeah.
The end in KLE?
Yes, correct.
Cool. So killy.
Like sprinkle.
Sprinkle. Good.
I went with heckle.
Heckle.
Let's play some word games with you. Heckle.
I love...
You went jipe. I ended in KLE. Ickle.
Fickle is what I'd go with it.
Yeah, because I've given you ickle. You wouldn't have come up with fickle before.
I might have.
And I was also just doing another one letter at the start of it. Laura was like scoffing. When I said diatribe, she went,
as in like that was
what's
really
that
good.
reaction? And she went, just like how your head went there. And I was like, well.
What's she scoffing at? That's impressive.
But she was just, she wasn't.
Unless she was going like, fucking loser.
Yeah, it was kind of
right,
that.
good, then yeah. But
like,
I
fucking diatribe. Where are you
ace,
pulling that from?
Ace.
And I was like, well.
I read.
I didn't say I read. I didn't say I read, actually. Thank you.
I usually read, Laura.
Well, I feel like...
when you're out running, I'm reading words.
I think that all, like, heckle, obviously very comedy-oriented.
It is, yeah.
I think diatribe is as well. It's basically...
Diatribe's not comedy-oriented.
Well, let me explain why I think that it is.
He's getting annoyed with me. He's getting annoyed.
I think it is
pushing
because...
some buttons.
What is diatribe, do you know?
Not a fucking clue.
It's like a strong verbal attack.
Oh, wow.
So, like, a bad review, it could be like, they could say, like, a diatribe of this. Like, something like... If there's basically, it's a scathing assessment.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I would say. So that's why I think it's
it is relevant then, baby. You're right.
Yeah, baby.
You're right. Yeah.
I am, baby.
Do you know what I am really good at, though?
What's that?
I'm not good at Wordle, but I am good.
You play Wordle?
Yeah, try. I Google the answers and I feel dead
You Google
smart.
Oh, yeah, we have discussed that.
Yeah.
I got.
You went from
60 to 0.
No, you have heard this before. Actually.
Yeah.
But I'm really good at Hurdle.
Oh, yeah.
I'm dead good at that.
I'm pretty good at that as well, I would say.
And I actually think that's more impressive than do I know lots of words?
Yeah, sure.
Do I know lots of music? Spending my time wisely.
Now, who do you fancy that I wouldn't fancy? We've not forgotten. You must have a weird crush.
Yeah, for sure I would. I will do. Just let me try and find. Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. And it comes with a nice little anecdote, so I'm glad I fucking remembered that.
There we go.
I invited this person to my 18th birthday party. They did not reply.
Oh, damn it, old lady. He's never coming to your stuff, him.
Do you remember, and I so hope you do, 2006, 2007-ish era.
I remember the years well.
Female hip-hop rap British sensation.
Talisa.
Better. Lady Sovereign.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember what Lady Sovereign looks like.
Just picture like a kind of chavvy... Oh my god! I thought she was incredible.
Yeah, no, yeah. I don't.
Yeah. I thought she was.
That lady there. Drop a phone.
A little bit of that, please. Oh yeah, she's. Yeah, I'm very.
I can't think of another person I've seen that encompasses 2006/7 more. Actually,
you know, my god, I really, 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 really had an obsession with her.
She's 36.
She's 36.
Yeah, how about that?
How about that?
4 years older than me. Lady Sov.
She's attractive though.
She looks like every emo frontman.
The fact that you said man, is it? Yeah.
I showed him and he said yes. I showed him a photo of the photo I was looking at and he went, yeah, I see exactly what you mean.
Yeah, no, well, I can't deny it, can I?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've nailed that. Yeah, no, I invited Lady Sovereign to my 18th birthday party.
And she didn't show.
No. I offered her £150.
£150 to come to your 18th.
Yeah, do a couple of songs. Hang about after.
Do a couple of songs. You didn't even
hang about after.
You did not invite her to your birthday.
Oh yeah, it was a work. I was trying to book her for it. Yeah, I was trying to book her for it.
Yeah, well, that's different, isn't it? That's not what happened. Yours is a sweet story of like, I'm a big fan. Please come to my party. That's how you pitched it. But instead, you went £150 performance songs. 6 o'clock. Like it's got to be done by 6:30 so the fucking trifle can come out.
No. You've
musical chairs, ladies, sovereign, ladies. Come on, we've got musical chairs coming up.
You know that's not me.
You need to stop singing at intervals so we can then sit down.
It was very much I adore you and your music. She had a song called "So Human," and at the time I think I listened to it just religiously every day. I'd listen to that.
Wow. I'm going to listen to some Ladies Over on the way to my gig tonight.
So Human.
If you could donate something for the Pass the Parcel, that'd be great, Lady Sov.
She was on.
And it is my birthday, so probably bring a gift.
She was. Don't be.
Remember, I'm giving you £150, so don't try and tell me you've no money.
Well, that was the tone I went with. Of I love you and your music, and I'd love for you to come to my birthday bar, but I know you're very busy, and I'm not going to insult you by not paying you. So if you,
I think it's more insulting that you've offered 150. I mean
I
now
don't know the woman.
Now I reckon you could get her for that.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Should we try and get Lady Sov as a guest?
Sure, if you want to.
You had no energy for that.
I don't want that at all. That's your thing. I also don't want her to come on after I've went, yes, I don't find her attractive.
She's not going to listen back to the man.
It's still insulting. It feels like a secret, innit? If I'm like, well, the reason you're on here is because he said
that one wants to fuck you
and that he knew that I would find you not attractive. And we went, wow, what a great guest that would be. It's still insulting. It's funny because like you like her and twice and you've insulted her, like in a roundabout way. You've been quite horrible about her.
Me?
Yeah, sort of.
How?
Well, first of all, offering her £150 at the height of her career, that's so offensive. To perform at a birthday party.
I would say that's naive, not insulting. I didn't know better. That's probably all the money I had.
Yeah.
So it was ignorant more than...
It would have been better to just say for free, I'm a poor little boy, it's my 18th, that would be... And she'd go, oh, I'll maybe do it.
Potential. But I definitely didn't mean...
£150, is that enough for you?
Yeah.
Star?
I wasn't shooting for evil. Please know that, lady. But I was not.
He looked at the camera when he said
that. Oh, because I need to address it.
Did an appeal to camera.
I did not mean that in any malicious way. That was naivety. And the second thing I did that was bad.
Wanting to invite her on the podcast. It was just...
I asked to shoot my shot.
Yeah, you still want her.
The start of the fucking podcast was...
Give you £150
ruin your wedding.
Come on Zoom.
And now I'm like, let me shoot my shot with ladies.
And to play out this week's episode, please enjoy some Lady Stopping.
It probably won't even fucking copyright. It probably won't.
You can play
There's another insult.
up to 30 seconds, I think.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So enjoy that, listeners.
That's
and
very funny.
see you next week.